Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to break down this Sean Strickland, Anthony Hernandez fight. This entire card is super sports betting friendly. I mean, there's tons of value. There's great underdogs on this card. I actually have 3 underdogs that I'm betting on, which is quite a bit for me. And then there's also a lot of minus 200 to minus 400 favorites that I like when building parlays. UFC is really a parlay sport. And man, we've got some freaking money parlay pieces in this card. The prelims are stacked. The main card is stacked. This fight right here, I'm not going to have a bet on this fight, but this fight is one of the most exciting fights I'm looking forward to in a while. 2 undefeated, 2 11-0 guys on the main card there to open the main card, or they may have shifted around a bit. Yeah, so they shifted around, but dude, this is a banger fight right here. If Josiah Harrell takes out Jacoby Smith, that's going to be fucking nuts. So we'll see. Either way, whoever wins, that's going to have a ton of momentum. But I wanted to break down the Strickland Fluffy fight. And you look at Sean Strickland, I think people are sleeping on him here, and I think they're overlooking him here. You look at his losses, the Cannonier loss, he clearly won that fight. Split decision loss. He's got more split decision victories than I've ever seen anybody have throughout his entire career. So that's something I want to talk about. It's something that I think is important. Alex Pereira knockout. Are we really going to hold that against him? I really can't. DDP split decision loss here. Thought he clearly won 3 out of 5 rounds in that one. This was his last fight, and this was a terrible loss for him. I think he lost all 5 rounds clearly, basically losing it 50 to 45. I wonder if they show the scoring on here. It doesn't look like they will. No, they will. I just got to click the right thing. Let's click this one. But this loss is really what caused him to lose his stock. Now, this is a very interesting scoring fight here. So 50-45 on 2 judges' cards, and then 49-46. Remember that, because that's going to come into play later in the video. But Strickland's losses, you really can't hold against him too much. I feel like he's equivalent to DDP standing up, and then he's got way better wrestling. Obviously, DDP has no wrestling at all. You look at Anthony Hernandez's road to this point, and who has he fought? Roman Dolidze's his best win. Brendan Allen's his second best win. Michael Pereira's gone to shit the last 2 years, so that one isn't as impressive looking back. Kopylov, I mean, beating Kopylov is not going to translate to beating Sean Strickland. He got knocked out by Kevin Holland down here. That's a terrible look, getting knocked out round 1 to Kevin Holland. And for me, when I go through, and we'll get to it here, but when I go through all of Fluffy's fights, I basically, a way I prepare for these fights as a sports bettor, that I throw down, I'm going to throw down over 30 grand on this card. So I'm putting down big money. I really think I might be the only guy on YouTube that gives out picks. Maddie definitely bets big, but I think myself and Maddie are the only ones that are consistently getting down over 10 grand every single card. A lot of these guys that put out videos, they don't bet big. And one thing for me, I made YouTube videos for a long time now. When I was betting small, the amount of research I would do would be so much less than when I'm betting tens of thousands of dollars. It's just a natural thing. Like, you always do research, you make your videos, but like when you're throwing down 30 grand, you're going to watch every second of every fight to see if there's anything you can pick up on. And I think with Fluffy, people are remembering how the fights end, but they're not remembering every minute of the fight. And if you watch some of these clips, I'll just show you a couple. There's more examples that I don't have prepared, but just a couple examples right here.
Are you ready?
A rather
just watch how this fight starts
plus
right
370 range.
Hopefully I don't need to skip ahead, but
Adolfo Vieira pressing forward in black, and immediately.
I guess I don't even have to skip ahead. Just
a double
immediately.
here.
And this is
Double
an
leg and
enormous
slam.
185-pounder. ridiculously strong.
This is way too early to be on the ground with Vieira.
Yeah, you do not want this. His arm triangle is off the charts, and he's angling towards that right now.
Because he didn't even
if you
wrestle
take a
against
look
Pereira.
at where
Strickland
Hernandez's
doesn't like
right arm
to
is,
wrestle,
he wants to pressure that.
Great wrestling.
He wants. Oh, now he's going to take his back.
Hernandez was doing a really good job of isolating that hand, but now he allowed Vieira to take his back.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
35 seconds.
This man's jiu-jitsu is as good as
this
it gets
goes on for a little while. Hernandez
especially when it's so dry. He's so dry right now,
and he's so physically strong. He's got his neck.
Skip ahead,
Hernandez is in a world of trouble already. This is it.
He's got to go to he's got to go to the mount. He's got to give the mount in order to start trying to.
Dude, this is crazy. The commentator was saying this is it. That is just nuts. Then we have Brendan Allen here.
Now you've got him flattened out a little bit. Keep those shoulders down.
This is in round
because
1.
Brendan just had to do a lot of working to get back to this position.
And then if I skip ahead,
now he's got the choke.
This is still round 1. So Allen dominates round 1.
Beautiful defense though. Just rotated the body onto his back, slipped out of the grip.
But even here,
Hernandez.
this is at the end of round 2.
But Allen reverses, and now he's in the driver's seat.
Okay.
He's one of the most dominant wrestlers that we've ever seen in the middleweight division.
Crazy.
You just wouldn't think.
Now it's round 1 and 2 that Brendan Allen has his back. Fluffy won this fight by decision, but what's crazy is look how close Brendan Allen was to winning that fight. So clearly the judges gave Fluffy round 2, but I'm just skipping ahead to show you guys in this video. You should definitely go back and rewatch the full fight. But like Brendan Allen was very close to winning round 2. He definitely won round 1, could have easily won round 2. I mean, Brendan Allen easily could have beat Fluffy by decision in that fight. He definitely won a lot of the minutes, okay? And Sean Strickland also fought Brendan Allen, beat the hell out of him, knocked him out in like the 7th minute. So middle of round 2, finishes Brendan Allen. So that's their common opponent. And that was really before Sean Strickland rose to the top too. So you're getting a much better version of Sean Strickland here that Fluffy's going to have to face. So if Fluffy's barely beating Brendan Allen by decision, Sean Strickland's finishing Brendan Allen in round 2 by knockout, just beat the hell out of him. It's crazy to me that Sean Strickland's the underdog here. Now, the reason Sean's the underdog is because he looked so bad against DDP in his last fight. Well, the good thing about Sean and a lot of guys in MMA over other sports is they're very honest in interviews. A lot of the interviews are just guys like me going to the gym, interviewing them after practice. So Sean's just chilling here in his gym, Extreme Couture, doing this interview right here. It's crazy how much he reveals in this interview. So I'll start the first clip here.
When you say broken shoulder, I mean, I don't even know what that feels like.
So I got the call. I was actually training with Ritter, and he hit me with like a little whizzer. And I was like, dude, I can't. Like my arm, just like I couldn't move my arm. I went to the PI, and I was like, I have a feeling the UFC's gonna call me to fight soon, so I gotta get out of here. And then I go to Colombia, like, I don't know, 9 weeks out, 10 weeks out to get stem cells on my shoulder. I said it's for my knee because I know everybody knows my shoulder. And then the moment I get back, or I'm actually getting stem cells in this clinic, and then Hunter calls me. I was like, hey, we have a fight. I was like, but it was, again, dude, it's like, it's what it is, dude. You just sack up and you move on. And dude, a lot of times in life, man, like, if you just go.
So there's other pieces of this interview. I don't want to like show the full interview on this YouTube channel, but basically he got into a motorcycling accident. He was biking with one of the best bikers in the world. So he's just having fun out there living. And a lot of people hate on him for that. But like, even the way the reporter asked the question, it's like, dude, Sean's going to live his life. He's going to do what the fuck he wants every day. And he got a shoulder injury, and he, in the UFC, if you back out of a fight, you're going to, or you delay the division, you're going to get blacklisted. Sean's a company man. He took a fight with an injury, and he looked like shit. So that, to me, excuses the DDP fight, the second fight. Now, it is super important to verify that Sean doesn't have another injury. The way he's talking in this interview throughout it, it sounds like he's healed. It sounds like he's very well rested. So, of course, there always can be injuries in MMA that can happen, the week before the fight. but I feel pretty good about it. Here's him talking about Hernandez, and I like hearing this because a couple of the guys in the Extreme Couture gym have fought Fluffy, and this is what Sean had to say about his teammates that have fought Fluffy.
A hard fight. I mean, you can't, endless gas tank. He's beat some of my buddies, you know. I mean, I think Edmund kind of shit the bed in that fight. I think Edmund, he went for a guillotine and armbar from the mouth. It's kind of green, you know. Yeah, no, Edmund fought him, and I think Edmund dropped him or ended up taking him down, and then went and armbarred him from mount, and then went for a guillotine. Edmund did everything wrong in that fight. So yeah, no, it's gonna be a great fight. I can't wait. It's gonna be a miserable fight. There's gonna be a level of misery there that you just don't, you know. It's hard to train for. It's hard to train for that kind of misery. Just so you know that it's gonna be 4th round, 5th round, 5 more minutes of the parasite.
How do you know that about this guy? When do you know that about a fight?
I mean, that's how he's made his career. I know you felt like a armbar somebody, and then lights come on, doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So there is it's kind of weird. Back was, but Roman had the idea that I'm just gonna go in there, and you're me has been.
Sorry, my bad, boys. I'm trying to show you when he's talking about Dolidze and his back injury.
With Roman Dolidze for 10 weeks, I'm this guy didn't train at all. He couldn't. His back was. But, Roman had the idea that I'm just going to go in there, I got good jiu-jitsu, and I'm going to armbar somebody, and then lights come on, doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So Dolidze looked like shit in that fight. It was nuts. And that's kind of what caused Fluffy's stock to just skyrocket. I remember that fight, people were hyping him up he's going to be champ. And it's what the fuck are y'all talking about, dude? A win over Brendan Allen that was not impressive to me. I showed you guys, Brendan Allen had his back round 2 and round 1. So Brendan Allen could have easily won round 1 and 2 in that fight. And then Dolidze, you beat him round 4 when he hadn't been training and he had a back injury. So it's still a win, man, and it's still impressive to rattle off a win streak. But look who he lost to. Kevin Holland, first round knockout. I know it's a while ago, guys, but Kevin Holland and Strickland can fight 100 times. Strickland's going to beat his ass. And you look at the Brendan Allen fights, dude, Fluffy is just barely better than Brendan Allen. Sean Strickland is a full fucking level above Brendan Allen. So I showed you guys the scoring on that DDP fight. I thought it was interesting because Sean had 146-49 scorecard. So one judge gave Sean 1 round. Well, my favorite bet of this card right here is Strickland plus 13.5. So if you look at that scorecard for that DDP fight, Strickland actually would have covered this first DDP in the last fight. The only way you can really lose this is if Fluffy 50-45s him on all 3 judges' scorecard, which I think we can all agree would not ever happen if it goes to decision. Really the only way that you could realistically lose this is if Fluffy wins by decision. And I don't think he's going to win by decision because I think Sean's going to control the pace and make it a slow fight. And Sean will not run out of gas. I mean, Sean stands there flat-footed, shoulders square to his opponent, and he has the best defensive striking in the game. And I think about it similar to the Seahawks, where Sam Darnold's their quarterback, so their offense isn't super explosive, so people like to bet against them and sleep on them. They go out and win the Super Bowl. Sean Strickland's offense, he's never going to have a crazy highlight reel offensively. He kind of just does volume strikes without any power, and he's never going to be somebody that has a crazy highlight reel where everybody's freaking out. The fans are freaking out about him because his offense isn't a highlight, but his defense is the best in the game. So to me, when I'm betting on someone, it's really appealing to me. I think there's really good value on Strickland just straight up to win the fight on the money line. But my official free pick right here will be 15 grand to win 25 on Strickland plus the 13.5. And I think that's the best way to play this. That's what I'm going to give out for free to you guys. And if you watch to the end of this video, let me know what you think in the comments. I know people will disagree. And, you know, some of my best picks are picks that people passionately disagree with. Trust me, I just went through it with the Seahawks. I had people telling me the Patriots were going to beat them. I had people telling me the Rams are going to beat them. The Niners are going to beat them. I've been hearing it. So I know that there'll be people that are still going to watch this video and say, oh, Fluffy's going to win. And it's like, dude, just look at everything I just showed you guys, man. Like, it's not that hard. UFC is by far the best sport to bet on in the world. So if you look at my store right here, guys, we have sold out the UFC Houston pass. And I did that through Instagram. But what I want to do now is give y'all a chance to get in on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restock. We've sold 55 of these suckers. So I'm going to do a restock here, and I'm going to do 20 slots. And then if you do promo code, we'll get rid of this one because we're transferring some people over. If you do promo code, what is it? What is it called? YouTube, all caps. So do promo code YouTube in all caps. We'll do 50% off, and we'll do 20 of them. So you get 50% off the UFC card. And that will not only include UFC, but Olympic hockey. So it's going to be pretty sweet. I'm confident that we can sell this out through YouTube. So if you're watching this, go buy it before it sells out. You'll get it for $25, and it will sell out. I honestly don't know how fast it will sell out. I feel like within a day or two of this being uploaded, it will. I don't know. I haven't been really posting on YouTube much. I don't know what's going on with it. I thought I restocked. Let me make sure. Yeah, let me add 20 more. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did 20. I need to do 75. All right, save changes. Let's make sure it's there for y'all. All right, cool. So yeah, so if you click the UFC pass, remember promo code is YouTube. And I'm going to put down over 30 grand on this card personally. And I'm going to send you screenshots of all my bets so that you can copy them. And it's gonna be super fun. I have a ton of action up and down the prelims, the main card. I'll have action in over 5 fights. I think closer to 10, but we'll just say over 5 different fights. And yeah, it's gonna be super fun. So when I finalize my bets, I'm kind of mapping it out right now. But when I finalize my bets, I'll share them with you guys here. You can get it for $25. It's the best deal in all of sports betting, or my UFC passes. So that's going to be at winnable.com/SBE. I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Have a good day, everybody. We're betting on Strickland plus the 13.5.